Hey, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today to sit there and see what we all have cooking. Grab a hold of that vine, swing right on in my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Well, hey there, good looking. I'm so glad that you came into the kitchen today to find out how we sit there and turn them stuffing cubes into homemade stuffing. Well, I have my cast iron pan out right here, and I have a half a stick of butter. I'm going to add the butter right to the pan, and then I'm just going to take my cast iron pan here that I put the stick of butter down in. I'm going to melt the butter, and then as soon as the butter is melted, we're going to grab the celery along with the onions, and we're just going to cook them up until they're just beginning to soften. So let me take the cast iron pan over to my stove and get the butter melted. As you see, the butter is melting. Let's add the onion. And let's add the celery. Now, like I said, we're just going to cook these up until they begin to soften. So, I'm going to cook these up and let them all do their little magic inside my cast iron pan and soften up for that layer of flavor in our stuffing. And while we're cooking the onion and the celery, we're going to add our seasonings as well. And I'm so sorry that we keep fogging out, so I'm going to make this real quick. We have 1 tablespoon of poultry seasoning. Add that. Black pepper, or half a teaspoon of salt. And again, I apologize for the camera all fogging up, but go ahead, mix the seasonings all in, and then we're going to need 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. This is a 6 to 7 serving size that I'm making, and I used 1 cup of the chopped onion and 1 cup of the chopped celery, and they're just becoming translucent or softened, and that's what we're looking for. Now I'm going to go and grab my bread cubes, and I'm also going to grab the chicken stock. Let's add the chicken stock. And give this all a good stir. Now the chicken stock, you're going to be needing anywhere from 2 to 3 cups. The Thanksgiving bread cubes, you're going to be needing 4.5 cups. So I'm going to grab the bread cubes, and we'll be right back over here, and we're going to dump it right into all this goodness. Okay, I have the breadcrumbs, the bread cubes, dump them in, and again, stir everything all up. So I'll be back when I'm all done stirring this up, because it's real hard to do it while I'm holding onto the camera trying to videotape. Now, I'm going to go get my oven preheating at 350 degrees. And in that time period that my oven's preheating, we're just going to allow the stuffing here to absorb all that chicken broth. We may need to add more, but right now I only added 2 cups to this. Stir it all up, and periodically, while we're waiting for the oven to heat up, come back and give this another good twirl, and then we're going to sit there and put it in the preheated 350-degree oven, and we're going to sit there and proceed to bake. Alright, the oven's all preheated. Now, I'm going to sit there and put this in the 350-degree hot oven, anywheres from 30 to 45 minutes. It all depends upon the crispiness on the top layer of your stuffing that you all desire. Everybody's all over the place when it comes to stuffing. Some people sit there and call this stuffing, others will sit there and call it dressing. So let me take this right over to the hot oven, and we're gonna bake it, and we'll see you when it's all time to eat. Well, that stuffing is done. Let's take it out of the oven. Ooh. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I hope it's really showing up on camera. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this homemade stuffing. Do you see that goodness? Well, you know we just can't bring it out of the oven and not give it a taste test. So I'm gonna go grab me a fork. I have a fork here. Ooh, this is gonna be hot. Ooh. Okay. We gotta take one for the team. Here's our taste test. My God. Does that take me back in time? So good. I tell you, there is no comparison to a homemade stuffing. Oh, so if you like that stuffing bread I showed you how to make, I showed you how to turn that stuffing. There's my other part of the supper that we're going to be having this stuffing with. That's okay. We'll leave that do its little magic in the oven and have a little rest period. Now, please give me a big old thumbs up. I showed you how to sit there and make your very own Thanksgiving stuffing bread. I showed you how to do the bread cubes of the stuffing bread. And here comes my old man. For some reason, I tell you, he has a sixth sense of when I pull stuff out of the oven or off the stove. We gotta let him do his little famous taste test because y'all enjoy having my husband in the videos. It's hot, honey. Yeah. I tried warning him, but he didn't listen. He knows it's good. He's had this in the past. Where was I? I showed you how we made that Thanksgiving stuffing bread all from scratch. I showed you how to sit there and turn the stuffing bread right into the bread cubes. And then I sat there and I showed you one way that you could sit there, take them bread cubes and turn it into a simple stovetop stuffing. Well, it's not stovetop because we did this in the oven, but you get the drift. And it was so easy to do. So please give me a thumbs up. If you're not yet a subscriber, go up, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you'll always be notified every time I do put out a new video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatings. Y'all come back now. You hear? Aha! We caught him snitching. Uh-huh.